And nothing to worry, even if you don't know to calculate this, I will teach you one shortcut and I'll make sure that you will score 10 out of 10. Sorry, 6 out of 6. Okay, so nothing to worry. I'll teach you shortcut in the end. So listen to the shortcut that I'm going to teach you. So this is very, very important, and this is one of the easiest concept and all. Okay. So now, if you observe the inequality in the equation. Now, this equation I'm talking about. Look at this: x minus 2y greater than or equal to 0, correct? So this is, I'll highlight this one, so this is greater than or equal to 0. If the symbol is greater than, okay, the two regions that you will get, no, the upper region and the lower region. Hi students, welcome to 10 power 100 maths class. So in this video, so let's discuss about linear programming problems. Okay, so in your paper, so this is one of the 6 marker children, especially this comes in the last part. Okay, so I would say this is one of the easiest to score 6 mark, and also this is one of the easiest to lose 6 mark. Okay, why I am saying this, because I have a lot of examples where a child has scored 94 out of 100 and lost 6 mark because of some wrong calculations in this. Okay, so that's why I don't want that to happen to you all. So I thought of discussing this before the examination, so that you can score full 6 out of 6 in this. Okay, so this is very important, children. Okay, most of the time what happens is you just go to examination by thinking this is easy, but most of the time you end up doing this wrong and lose some marks. Okay, so I don't want anything to happen like that. So this time, especially this time, so that's why, so please watch this video till the end, and I can promise you that you will understand everything in this. Okay, so if you're watching my video for the first time, so please subscribe to my channel, and for all the education content, for grade 12 education content, you can just follow my channel. Okay, so let's start the video. So first one is a linear programming problem. Okay, so here in this case, I know it's already told that they won't ask us anything from unbounded region. Okay, so only bounded region questions they ask. So though we have a few questions in our textbook, nothing to worry, children. Okay, so they ask everything from the bounded region only. Bounded region in the sense the sums that we are going to solve. There's one more set of sums that is unbounded region, so they won't ask anything from that. Okay, so in this there are 2 types. Okay, so when it comes to types, please understand it's mainly depending on the thing that I have marked here. Okay, it's actually similar, but only thing is with respect to this, the complete the sum changes. Okay, so first one is very simple, 2 inequalities conditions they have given. Okay, so x plus y less than or equal to 60 and 25x plus 5y less than or equal to 500. So here only 2 inequalities they have given. After the inequalities, there are few numbers, right? So this is what the condition that I am talking about. Here in this case, look at this is type 2. Okay, sorry, type 2. Okay, so in this type 2, look at this. There are 3 inequalities. First inequality, second inequality. This is the same like the type 1. Okay, but in the third one, so we have 3 inequalities where the condition is given x less than or equal to y, or else this can also be written as x minus y less than or equal to 0. So this is the second type, children. So for this there is a different method, one step extra than type 1 method. Okay, so everything I'll explain very clearly in this video, so just watch this video till the end. Okay, so let's solve few of the type 1 sums. So before that, let's see some of the important steps that we have to follow. So the step 1 is very simple. Okay, write the given inequalities in equation form. So in equation form, in the sense, just to find the coordinates, we remove the inequalities, whatever the less than, greater than symbols, we remove it and we put is equal to symbol there. Okay, so that is the first thing that you have to do. Find the coordinates of each equation. So once you remove the inequalities, you get equations. No, so you know how to find the coordinates right from grade 10. You might have done all those, so it's easy for you all. Next one, plot the points on the graph and draw straight lines. So please go for this third step. Okay, see, I could have easily given step 4 first and step 3 next. Okay, but I have given plot the points. So please plot the points. This is very important. And after that, go for the origin test. I'll tell you what is origin test later. And next one, shade or mark the region that satisfy the inequalities. So after the origin test, so you have to share that in the graph sheet. That I'll teach you what it is, and identify the feasible region, and also the corner point. So this is what the actual steps. Okay, so before solving the sums, I would say just go through this make a point in your notebook, okay? Once you make the points, and let's follow each step one by one, okay? So that you will also get to know. You will also like not forget this one. And if you're watching this video, please students, so take one notebook. Whatever the question that I'll give you, solve along with me, okay? Instead of watching one whole video and after that solving, this is actually a best method. Along with me, you also like just solve along with it, so that you will get an understanding of these kind of sums very clearly. Okay, so let's see the next sum. So the first sum, so directly we are getting into the sum, okay? So the sum is solve for the following graphically. So look at this, they have given maximize, right? So we have to find the maximum value out of this, okay? So I'll tell you what is that. So maximize z. So z is equal to 250x plus 75y, subject to constraints. So the inequalities are given. So look at this, very clearly they have given two inequalities, x plus y less than or equal to 60 and 25x plus 5y less than or equal to 500. So two inequalities they have given. Now if I have to compare with the previous steps, so previous steps are what are the steps that I gave? The first one is write the inequalities in the equation form. So let's write this in the equation form. So the equations are x plus y is equal to 60, correct? X plus y is equal to 60, and the next one is 25x plus 5y is equal to 500. Okay, once after this, now it is very simple. So now we can easily find the coordinates. Second step is finding the coordinates. So just make a box x, y. So here also it's simple, x, y. Okay, only two coordinates are enough. Okay, now when x is equal to 0, so now put x is equal to 0. What is y value? Y value is 60. Sorry, when x is equal to 0, y value is 60. Like this, we are just looking at. Okay, next, when y value is 0, x value is 60. Correct? That's it. And here also it is simple. When x value is 0, y value is 5y is equal to 500. So y value is 100, right? That's it. Now when y value is 0, 25x is equal to 500. So 25 tens are, so 20 is right. 25 tens are, it is 250. So 20 is it is 500. Yeah. So we found the coordinates. Okay. After that, after finding the coordinates, what is the step? After finding the coordinates, go for the plotting. Okay, so in the graph sheet we have to plot these points. So here the graph is ready. So look at the coordinates point. Okay, so here it is 60, 60, here 100, 120. So let's go for 20 or else 10 scale. Okay, so we have to write the scale. So let's write the scale here. X-axis. So we have look at the scale. It's actually 60 and 100, no? So maximum we need 100 here, and here it is 60. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 will take 20, 40, how much? 60, 80, and here it is 100. And here we go for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Yeah, maximum 60 we need here. So this is enough. Okay. Now we'll write the scale. X-axis 1 centimeter is equal to how much? 10 unit. 10 unit. And y-axis 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter is equal to, it is 20 units. 20 units. Okay. So after this, very simple. Now let's see the coordinates. When x is equal to 0, y is equal to 60, right? So look at this. Go for this. So when x is equal to 0, y value is 60. So this is the point. This is the point. So this is 0, 60. 60. And next one, when y is equal to 0, x value is 60. So when y is equal to 0, x value is 60. This is the point. This is 60, 0. So now let's join this point. From this point to this point, I have joined. Okay, so that's it. So now this is first one is over. Now the second equation. So the second equation is the coordinates are 0 to 100. Okay, so when x is equal to 0, y value is 100. When x is equal to 0, y value is 100. This is the point, right? So let's mark this. So this is 0 comma 100. Okay, and when y is 0, x value is 20. When y is 0, x value is 20. So this is the point, correct? So this is 20 comma 0. Let's mark this point, and this point. Yeah, so we got a point. Okay, so this is of the plotting is over, children. Okay, the construction is over. Now we have to do the origin test. Okay, origin test is very simple. So now the inequalities are, so the inequalities here itself they have given, right? So let's take this. So first one is, sorry, x plus y less than or equal to 60. Okay, now we'll write origin test. Okay, x plus y less than or equal to 60. Now what are the coordinates of origin? It is 0 comma 0, right? So the same point let's put in the place of x and y. Okay, so if I put x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0, so what do we get? So we get 0 less than or equal to 60, correct? 0 less than or equal to 60. So now what is the meaning of this? So 0 is less than or equal to 60. So one of the inequalities actually is correct, right? Less than is actually correct. So this is actually true. Okay, if the origin test is true, where is the origin? This side. So for this line, this is the origin, correct? So you will mark this side. If it is false, you will mark away from the origin. So by looking at the origin, okay, by looking at the origin, we will mark if the test is true, we will mark this side. If the test is false, we will mark this side away from the origin. So towards the origin, you have to mark if the test is true. Okay, so in this case, our test is true, so we are marking this side, children. Okay, so only just mark like this. I'm marking this way. And very, very important. See, I made a mistake. Okay, the mistake is actually this x plus y is equal to 60. The line is this one, correct? But I made a mistake of marking this one. So this is also one of the common mistake you will also make. Please don't do that mistake. Okay, so here I made a mistake. I'm going to change this. I marked it for this line. Okay, I don't want to mark on this. So what I'm going to do is I'll change this to this line. So now this is the line, correct? For this, in fact, this is actually the region. Okay, this one, this is the region. Okay, now so the other equation, what is the other inequality? It is 25x plus 5y less than or equal to 500, less than or equal to 500. So now let's put x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. So if you put, so we get 0 less than or equal to 500. So 500 is only bigger, right? So compared to 0, 500 is only bigger. So in this case, this is also true. So if it is true, for this line, you will mark towards this side, correct? So I'll mark this side. So if you mark this side, look at this. Okay, after marking both the lines, okay, both the lines formed a common region. Look at this region, children, whatever the region that I have marked, this region, you have to shade it properly. Okay, so don't shade like me, like how I have shaded. Okay, so like you shaded it properly. So this region is actually a common region for both of them, right? So this also like came in this way and this also came in this way. So this is what our feasible region. Okay, so here let's write the coordinates. What is this point? So this is point A, point B, point C, and point D. So we got 4 points. Let's write this. Okay, so the corner points are corner points. So point A is what? Point A is it is 60, 0 comma 60, right? 0 comma 60. Point B is this one. So in the graph itself, you will get it. Okay, so it is 10 comma 50. 10 comma 50. Next, point C. Point C is this. This is 20 comma 0, and point D is it is the origin point. This is nothing but 0, 0. I hope you understood this. So we got 4 corner points. So how did I get to corner points? By looking at the feasible region. The feasible region is this. So from this, I got corner points. So now these 4 are the corner points. Now what we have to do is, by using these corner points, we have to substitute in the z. Okay, so z is equal to 250x plus 75y. Correct? Huh? So let's take this. So z. Now these points we are substituting here. Okay, so here 250 into 0, 250 into 0 plus 75 into 60. Next 250 into 10 plus 75 into 50. Next 250 into 20 plus 0. Next this is 0, right? So now let's calculate all of this. So 75 into 60. So this is 4,500. 4,500. This is 250 into 10, that is 2,500 plus 75 into 50. So this is 6,250. And this is 250 into 20. 250 into 10 is 2,500. Into 20 is 5,000. And this is 0, right? Now, so look at the question. So here they asked us to find out maximize the z, right? So what is the maximum value we have got here? So if you observe this carefully, we have got this value. Look at this. This is actually a maximum value, right? So the maximum value you have to write the conclusion now. So write the conclusion is the maximum value of z is how much? It is 6,250, right? 6,250 at what point? What point it is? At 10, 50. If you write this much, you will get full mark. Okay, so very, very important. So you will have to do this much to get full 6 marks, children. Okay, so the graph is also very important with this one, and here these calculations are very important. So finding the coordinates by writing a equality symbol. Then origin test with the graph. After construction only you go for a origin test, okay, and then conclusion. This line is also very, very important, so please don't miss out this. This has actually 1 mark, children. Okay, sometimes they'll ask minimize, so in that case just go for a minimum value. And if they ask, sometimes they ask both maximize and minimize. Okay, in that case it is very simple, so go write both of them. So the maximum value of z is this much and the minimum value of z is this much at some point. Okay, so this is about type 1 sum, children. Okay, so roughly I'll show you one more sum I have taken. Now look at the next sum. So the next sum is solve the following linear programming problem graphically. So here they are asking us to find out minimize. So the minimum value of z we have to find out. So now the subject to constraints, this is 1, 2. So 2 inequalities we have got. So first thing is what? First thing is writing this equation. So x plus 2y is equal to 8, and in this case it is 3x plus 2y is equal to 12, right? So these two equations we have written in the form of equation. So after that, so we have got x plus 2y is equal to 8, and these are the coordinates. Okay, like, how I got it, these points. So these points are important. After that we go for construction. Construction is what? This is what the construction. So here I have already constructed. Okay, so let's not waste time, children. So very simple one. So here write one scale. Okay, so scale. So this is one thing that you have to specify, and I'll show you the origin test. Okay, what are the inequalities? X plus 2y less than or equal to 8. Now put x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. So if you put 0 less than or equal to 8, this is actually true, correct? So if it is true, you will mark which is that line. It is this one, 0, 4, 8, 0. So 0, 4 and 8, 0. This, the first line is this one, correct? So you will mark this side. Look at this. You will mark this side. So this since it is true. Okay, now the next equation is 3x plus 2y less than or equal to 12. So once again you get 0 less than or equal to 12. So this is also true. So in this case you go for this region. Look at this. So this is the common region, right? So once I got, now this is the feasible region. Okay, now we are good. Point A, so point A is 0,4 and point B is 2,3 and point C is 4,0 and point D is 0,0. Very important. So sometimes you go wrong because z is minus ln. Okay, look at that. It is minus 3x plus 4y. Okay, so when you're substituting these values, you have to be careful. So now this is the corner point. So 0,4, 2,3 and 4,0. So here minus 12 is, though we get one more point is there 0. So though we get 0, we will not consider because minus 12 is there. So minus 12 is the least value. So you're right, minus 12 is the minimum value at 4,0. So the conclusion, if you write this much, this is more than enough, children. Okay, so this is about the type 1 sum. I hope you understood this, and this is how the calculation looks like for type 1 sums. Okay, in most of the cases in your model paper also, the model paper 1 and model paper 2 both have like type 1 sums itself. Okay, now I'll explain type 2 sum very clearly, so please watch this. So next, type 2 sums. Okay, so very simple, easily you can identify what is what is the difference between type 1 and type 2 sums. Okay, so type 2 sum in the sense, so like if you observe this carefully, look at this one. So now the first two parts are actually similar. Okay, so now the first two inequalities same like for type 1. But in the type 2 sums, so we will have this children. Okay, x minus y less than or equal to 0. In the inequality, we will have 0, or else the same thing can be taken as like this. So x minus y, x less than or equal to y. So either like this or else like this. They will give. So this is what the type 2 sum. Okay, so this line is actually like passes like this. It goes like this. Okay, the other lines actually like it touches both x and y axis, but in this case when we have this kind of a line, so it actually passes through the origin. So this is actually a line which passes through the origin. Okay, so that's why after inequality we will have 0 children. Okay, so very important, so please remember this. Now the procedure is very similar, children. Okay, so there's nothing to worry about this. Whatever we did in the previous case, the same procedure, but there are quite a few steps which are like extra here. So that is one thing that you have to take care of. Okay, apart from that, rest of all you do well. Okay, now let's find the coordinates for this. So the first inequality is x plus now it's simple. Now put x is equal to 0. So 3y is equal to 60. So y is what? Y is 20, right? So 0, 20. Now put y is equal to 0. So x is 60. Directly we got it. Now here it's simple. When x is equal to 0, y value is 10, right? So this is 0, this is 10. So now we got it. Now while finding the coordinates for this lens, you have to be very careful. Okay, you get confusion here, so please don't get confusion. The first confusion in the type 2 sum, finding the coordinates. So now for this, what if you take x is equal to 0, y will also be 0. So any question. Okay, so the first thing is this one only because it passes through the origin. Okay, now the second point, what you have to do is, so you have to consider the maximum coordinate what we have got in these two lines. Okay, what is the maximum value here? So maximum value is 60. So take x is equal to 60. So if x is equal to 60, what is y value? So now this can also be taken as x is equal to y, right? So y is also 60. Correct, no? So very important. So finding the coordinates for that. Now in between, like if you want one more point, so you can take. So since we have 20, I'll take 20. So this is also okay. So why I found out 3 points? It's not necessary, children. Okay, if you are going with the maximum value, in that case only 2 values are enough. One is origin point and the maximum value. Okay. So now after this, what else we have? So we have only construction, right? So construction of these points. Now this is 0, 20 and 0, 60, 0. So when x is equal to 0, y value is 20. Now first I will identify the scale. So scale is 0, 60 is only the maximum. And here in this case, yeah, both are 60, 60 only. So we'll go for 10, 20, 30, 40. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And also 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Now let's mark these points. When x is equal to 0, y value is 20. So this is the point, right? When x is equal to 0, y value is 20. So 0, 20. Next. So 0, 60. So this is the point. 60, 0. Okay, so now the first line we have got. So let's mark by using pink color. So 0,60. Yeah, so first line we have got it. Okay, now the second point. So my second line is what? So 10 10, right? So we'll mark here. So now I'll use, I'm so sorry, I'll use this is the point, right? So this is the point. Now I'll use some other color. I'll use green color. So now look at this from this point to this point, right? I hope you know this is visible. Is this visible? Yes, yeah, it's visible. So this is okay. Now these 2 points are done. Now the third point is very important, children. So now look at this. It is 0, 60, 60. So we'll mark here. So 0, 0. So for, of course, you know, it comes here only. 0 next 60, 60. 60, 60 is actually this point. So 60, 60. In between, you know, we have got 20, 20 also. So 2 points are enough. Okay, so now what I'll do, I'll just go with some other color and I'll join this point and the origin. So now I got all the 3 lines. Okay, after that we go for origin test, same like how we were doing earlier. Now for this, if I put x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0, so 0 less than or equal to 60. Is it true? Yeah, this is true. So now first line is pink color, right? So this is actually true. So now I'm going to mark, yeah. Okay, now the second line is, so if I put 0, so 0 greater than or equal to 10. Now look at this, this is actually false, right? This is actually false. Why? Because 0 is actually less than 10, but here we got 0 greater than 10. So this is actually false. So if it is false, for this is the true and this is false. So I'm marking this side, children, okay? Now it's very, very important. So for this line, we will not do any origin test. Why? Because this is coming directly from the origin, right? So that is the reason we will not do any origin test for this line, children, okay? But you know how to do the how to find the feasible region, it's very important. Now look at this. We have already got 2 regions where this you know, this is also one of the region and this is also one of the region, but you know, based on this line, you know, we will have to select, right? So if I mark this side, this will be the region. If I mark this side, this will be the region. So now, you know, we are in the dilemma. So what we have to do is we have to consider that equation. So what is the equation we have got? X minus y less than or equal to 0. X minus y less than or equal to 0. Since, you know, we have 2 regions, children, take 1 point from 1 region. Okay, so I'll go with this one. Now look at this. Any point you can consider in this region, any point you can consider. Please understand, like it's not so difficult. So any point in this region you consider. You can consider this point. You can consider, but you know, I'm going to you know, take some standard point. So what is this point? X is 20 and y is 10. So I'll substitute here. X is 20, y is 10. So less than or equal to 0. What is 20 minus 10? 20 minus 10 is 10, right? So 10 less than or equal to 0. Is it correct? 10 less than or equal to 0. It's actually not correct, right? So this is actually false. So that means the point, so this is not the region. This is not the region and this is the region for us, children, okay? So we can easily mark this one. Now you'll be thinking, you know, how did I mark this one, you know, without checking? So there's nothing to worry. You can take any point after this region and check it out, okay? I'll go with this. Now, since, you know, I can easily calculate what it is, I'm going with this, okay? So this is actually x value is 5 and y value is 15. So x value is 5. Okay, x value is 5 and y value is 15 is equal less than or equal to 0. So now this is minus 10 less than or equal to 0. So this is actually true, no? This is true. So no need to check, children, okay? So even if you check one region, this is more than enough. And nothing to worry. Even if you don't know to calculate this, I will teach you one shortcut and I'll make sure that, you know, you will score 10 out of 10. Sorry, 6 out of 6. Okay, so nothing to worry. I'll teach you shortcut in the end. So only for that you have to wait. Okay, and why I am teaching that in the end? Because so shortcuts, like I don't want you to just rely only on shortcuts. You need to know the concept really well. Okay, so that's the reason. So we got to know that this is the region. So now corner points also we should write, right? So now let's write the corner points, the next one. So the first point is, so this is point A. So point A is 0, 20. So let's write, so corner points. So 0, 20 is the first point. Now the second point is this point, correct? So now this is 10, 15 and 15. So now both are 15, 15 and this point. So this point is actually 5 and 5, children, okay? So So 5 comma 5, and the last point is it's on y-axis. So if it is on y-axis, you know that it is 0 comma 10. Okay, so we got 4 points. Now we'll be thinking, how I got these points very clearly. Okay, so for me it is very clearly visible, children. Okay, in your graph sheet, these points will be very clearly visible for you all, so nothing to worry. Okay, so now what we have to do, so we have to consider z. So z is what? Z is equal to 3x plus 9y. Now substitute this, so z is equal to 0 plus 920, it is 180. Yeah. And z is equal to 15 3s, it is 45 plus 135, so this is also 180. Yeah, and this is z is equal to 15 plus 9 5s are 45, this is 60, and this is z is equal to 0 plus 90, so the answer is 90. Right? Okay, so now simple. They're asking us to find out minimize and a maximize value. Oh, okay, so minimize and a maximize value. So look at the maximum value. Okay, so how many maximum value we have got? 180 we have got twice, right? So 2 times we have got. Okay, so while writing this, so you have to be very careful. So the maximum value of z is equal to 180 at there are 2 coordinates we have got, so 0 comma 20 and 15 comma 15, so both we have to write it. Okay, so now this is the maximum value. So since they have asked both, so we have tried minimum also. So look at this one. So the minimum value of z is what? It is 60, right? So write even that one. So the minimum value of z is equal to 60 at, it's only one interval, so it is 5 comma 5. That's it, children. Okay, so if you do this much, you get 6 mark easily. Okay, so remember, construction of this line is very important, and this calculation is very, very important. Okay, so quickly we'll solve one more problem. I hope you're solving along with me, children. So solving along with me is very, very important. Okay, so let's solve this question. So now and easily we get to know that this is type 2 because we have one inequality, so less than or equal to 0 conditions we have. So this can also be given as, like, say this 2x less than or equal to y, like this also sometimes they'll give, children. Okay, you have to be careful, and you'll be thinking, what is this one? So now this, nothing to worry. Okay, so this is actually, they're saying x and y values are more than 0, so that means it is actually all the values are falling in the first quadrant. So in all the cases, okay, in the previous cases, in all the previous questions, we had this. Look at this one. So the meaning of this is both x and y values are positive, so that is what the indication of that. There's nothing to worry about that. Okay, so now for this, directly I have taken coordinates. So now the coordinates are these are the coordinates. Now I'm going to construct the graph. Okay, so you can easily find out these coordinates. For you, it's not so difficult. So first line, so x plus 2y is equal to 100. So when x is equal to 0, y value is 50. First point is this itself, so it is 0 comma 50, right? And the second point is when y value is 0, x value is 100. When y value is 0, x value is 100. So this is the point. So this is 100 comma 0, right? So let's mark this point with pink color. Yeah. So we got the first one. Okay. So now second one is what? I'm not gonna mark this. Okay. So I'll mark this one. So this is the line which touches both x and y axis. So when x is equal to, when y is 0, x is 100. When y is 0, x is 100. When y is 0, x is 100. Same point, no? So same point we are going to take. And the other one, when x is 0, y is 200. So this point, yeah, this point, and from ear to ear we have to mark from different color. Okay, I'm going to take blue color. So from this point to this point. Okay, so now 2 lines we have got. Okay, now observe carefully. Now this is the point we are going to mark. Okay, when x is equal to 0, always you get 0 comma 0, as I told you earlier. So this is one thing that you have to mark. When x is equal to 0, y value is also 0, and when x is 50, y value is 100. So when x is 50, y value is 100, right? So this is the point. and x value is 50, y value is 100. Yeah, so now this goes, now we'll mark this point. So I'll mark by using a green color. So this point, and this actually, this is how it goes, okay? So while marking, be careful. Yeah, so this is how it goes. So there's nothing to worry. We have got an intersection, okay? After that, we'll do origin test. So this is 0. So 0 greater than or equal to 100. So this is false, no? So this is false, and this is 0. For this, there is no origin test because this is the line passing through the origin. Now 0 less than or equal to 200. So this is true. So this is true. First line is what? First line is this one, no? Pink line. So this is false. So false in the sense this side we have to mark. So I'm marking this side. Now the second line is true. So I'm marking this side. Now this side is the marking side. Okay, now see, we have got two regions, so upper region and the lower region. Based on this line, now we are going to select what is the absolute region, right? So now here the equation says 2x minus y less than or equal to 0. Correct, children? Now we'll take any one point. Now last time I took the bottom region, I'll take this one itself. So now what is this point? X is 20, y value is 100. X is 20 minus y value is 100 less than or equal to 0. So 40 minus 100 less than or equal to 0. So this is how much? Minus 60 less than or equal to 0. So this is only true, no? So this is true. So that means this is only the region, children, okay? Easily we can say that this is the region. Okay, so please don't get confused with this. Now I'll take one more point from this and I'll see. So now look at this. This is, I'll take some other color. Yeah. So now look at this point. So when x is 50, so I'll substitute. So 2 into 50 minus y value is how much? 50. So 50 less than or equal to 0. So 100 minus 50. So 50 less than or equal to 0. So this is actually false, right? So any point you take in this region, so this is going to be fail only, okay? Now for us, this is the region, children, okay? Now what are the corner points? Corner points, and z is what? So z is equal to x plus 2y. So this is 400. This is 50 plus 200 is equal to 250. And this is 20 plus 80, 100, and this is 52. It is also 100. Okay, so now they're asking us to find out maximize and minimize, right? Maximum value is what? Maximum value is 400. So just write this is maximum value. Okay, and minimum value, we have two minimum values. What are those? So this is minimum values, right? So minimum values. Now right, maximum value, max of z is equal to 400 at 0,200, and minimum is also similar. So write the conclusion. Conclusion is also like having 1 mark, okay? And very important, I did not write the scale anywhere, so please write the scale, and it's actually very important to write scale. So that is very important. Now listen to the shortcut that I am going to teach you. So this is very, very important, and this is one of the easiest concept control, okay? So now if you observe the inequality in the equation, now this equation I'm talking about, look at this, x minus 2y greater than or equal to 0, correct? So this is, I'll highlight this one. So this is greater than or equal to 0. If the symbol is greater than, okay, the two regions that you will get, no, the upper region and the lower region. In that case, you go for a lower region. Okay, if the symbol is greater than, you will go for a lower region. So very simple. So if the region is, if the symbol is lesser than, if the symbol is lesser than, like look at this. So this is actually lesser than symbol. So this is 2x minus y less than or equal to 0. So if the symbol is lesser than, in that case you will go for a upper region. So now this is the upper region, no? That's it. So this is what the shortcut I was talking about in the beginning of the video. Okay, so that's all, children. Okay, but you need to know the concept really well. So don't in the examination, you get confusion. So it's, if it is less than, upper region. If it is greater than, it is lower region. So this is what the shortcut, and learn everything very clearly, children. I hope this is going to be very useful for you all. So as I tell you, like every time, your support is very, very important for us. So your support makes us to do a lot of education content. So that's why, so please subscribe to my channel and support me in all the cases. So that's it from my end. I'll see you in the next video, children. Thank you so much.